I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It be the prettiest females out here selling cat. Like the ones that you always see on the trips, and you like, damn, like she fine as hell. Selling cat. Selling coochie. That's why she always in another country, always in another state. Baby, always traveling. She's selling that cat. But anyways, I'm moving, so this is why my nail's not done. I broke one off, and I just had to pop the rest of them off because it just looked tacky. But yeah.
Tell us the truth! All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. Men, you need to understand that in today's environment, women are doing something strange for a little piece of change. They are trading pleasure for treasure. They are giving up that good jug for you to give them expensive goods. There's nothing, ain't nothing you can do about it. That's exactly what's going on. And especially you men who are dealing with younger American women, bro, you are at a complete loss for finding a woman who isn't doing this. So you may say, well, hold up. You know, this is just one woman talking, man. She could be, you know, maybe she's used to be like that. You know, maybe she's talking about herself. Yeah, that could be true. But she says the pretty girls. So let's look at an example of a girl who's even prettier than her, who is actively engaged in this and speaks to the brother from Undesirable Truth podcast with such freedom about the fact that she is and will be for the foreseeable future for the streets. Let's take a look.
How old are you?
23.
Are you single?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because I love life.
So you're not looking for a man now, or no? Why not?
Because I'm just okay. Right now I'm living. I'm only 23. Life is short.
Do you want to settle down one day eventually, or no?
Yeah, probably like before I'm 30, 35.
So 35 is like the sweet spot. Let's get married, let's have kids.
Yeah.
But what do you plan on doing up until then?
Living my life. Traveling, accomplishing goals in life, making money, just building a future for myself and whatever comes with it.
Well, be honest. You're 35. Do you think that men are going to be going for a woman who's that age, or are they going to be going for the younger girls?
I see it go always. It just depends. Everyone does it. There's people getting married at like 60 and 70 nowadays. Who cares?
Doesn't mean that you want to be married at 60, though.
That doesn't matter. Whatever life brings me. I'm not, you know, some people are too focused on finding love, and I'm not really one of those people.
When she's this age and attractive, now you may have a different rating for her or what level of attraction she is, but nobody's going to look at her and say she's a very unattractive woman. Nobody can. Now, you can, if you want to get into that, I know some beta male semi Johnny gonna come in here and say, well, to the BOA, you say all the time that you're supposed to look into the woman's soul, look into the woman's spirit, you're supposed to look into the woman's character, that the BOA. Now you see her talking about making the woman look good, and you ain't looking at that but her physicality, that BOA. Let me tell you something, boy. You just be making it up as you go, boy. Let me tell you something. That old pimp fella, boy, who used to talk about you, he wasn't never lying, boy. I should have listened to him and unsubscribed. I'm gonna do it now. Unsubscribe. Okay, unsubscribe. So before you go, let me tell you this. When you look at this situation, we're talking about the physical beauty of a woman that she uses to boost her confidence. We're not talking about how we view her. At this point, physically, she's an attractive woman. And so the world is just full of oysters. And she's just going around plucking pearls for the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 years until she gets about 27, 28. And then she understands that in the world of SMV, sexual marketplace value for a woman, 27 is much older than 23. In the real world, not so much. But women's value when it comes to dating and mating for the type of men they want is like an NBA player, an NFL player, like an NFL running back. The NFL running back, it doesn't matter who you are. If you don't put up Saquon type numbers, you're not going to get paid after 29, 30. You're just not going to get paid beyond that point. You got to be Derrick Henry or you got to be Saquon. Everybody else, they just assume you're going to fall off a cliff by the time you're 31. And that's how it is with these women out here. But let's take a look and see why Omarion attributes this to the reason that R&B music isn't the way it used to be because you can't sing about love and all of that to a woman. You can't sing about any of that. You can't sing about spending quality time with a woman because, you know, the younger artists dedicate their music to younger women, and younger women don't want that. They don't want quality time, man. They want paper. They want to come through and give you what you want and then get what they want and then move on to the next. They want to have a roster full of men, so there's no one man who is going to lock her in with all that romance stuff. And the man who could is the man who's not going to do all the romance stuff. But let's listen to O talk about how R&B music has changed because the box and the way women package it and deliver it has changed.
People don't sing to the vagina anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they don't ask. They don't.
That's fact.
beg.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
Has it? Yeah. You can get them made now. Gotta make sure they're not genetically modified.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
Vagina was the same. What do you mean it's changed?
I mean,
It definitely changed.
yeah, I feel like, there's this thing called soft girl era, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I feel like it's so materialistic, you know what I mean? Like, in order to really, swoon a woman, you have to really find a particular type and you have to appeal to her, differently than you maybe had to appeal to her, generally speaking, back in the day. You know what I mean? So I would say it's different, how you can wake up those senses. It depends on the woman, you know what I mean? Because some women will not be turned on by a nice guy. You know what I mean? Some women get turned on by assholes and people who are disrespectful and call them out their names. Some women are really just into that. You know what I mean? Some women, vagina only get wet with money. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a little bit different, and you have to be more specific if you really want to entice a woman. You know what I mean? Lyrically.
Doesn't that require us to vibrate high though? And what I mean by that
Facts.
is like, if a woman is only used to eating fast food, but she out the country and she eat a real fruit, and you're like, damn, I didn't know
mango in Jamaica.
Like, ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't that require us to vibrate higher?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's the tip I'm on. You know what I mean? Outside of being mature and having my experiences, really just being able to have a good conversation, an in-depth conversation. Somebody asked me the other day, like, what are some of the questions that I asked on, a first gathering? I don't call them dates. You know what I mean?
Gathering?
Yeah,
First gathering?
Yeah, gathering.
Okay, why do you call it a first gathering?
Because I think a date carries a certain level of expectation, whether that be a place or whether that be a price budget. You know what I mean? I think a gathering kind of keeps it on a very just non-assuming, low-level expectation. And really, when you're getting to know somebody, you don't need much. You just need conversation and great questions, you know what I'm saying, and nice ambiance. So, yeah, for my first gatherings, I asked very serious questions, like, what is your purpose in life?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
What is your intention with this dick? I'm sorry.
You just going to jump straight out
But I think you set the tone because they see you, so they see you on Instagram. They see how you've grown and evolved. They see what you on, so they feel like they got to be there too, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have my own personal challenges as well because, again, we are...
Now, I want y'all to see how Charlamagne always finds a way to blame men for women's behavior and women's actions. Women have changed because the majority of men have allowed them to change. But as a man living in this day, you don't have the time to change a woman because not all women have gone through that. You got to think about it. Yeah, I don't want to change a woman who's already got all those miles on her. I don't want to try to make a woman something that she's not. I don't want to come into her life and try to help her fix all of the war wounds from all of the battles she's gone through with all of the woods she's allowed to, ravish her. I don't want that responsibility, and you shouldn't either. So it's not about us vibrating on a higher level. We're already vibrating on a higher level. Our vibration has nothing to do with them. Our vibration simply lets a woman know the entry point for being in our lives. It's not to change her. It's to let her know that if you're not on this, you're beneath me. period. And so you got to understand, man, when a man is living his best life, bro, you got to be careful about who you allow access to your life, because the average woman you meet is not built for that lifestyle. The average woman you meet is not built to contribute to that lifestyle. All she can do is come in and try to change it. A woman has to be on the same path when it comes to establishing the dominance of your masculinity in your life. All you're doing when you're building your life into the best version, you're just establishing the dominance of your masculine energy in your life. And you can only have a woman in your life who understands that dominance. If she doesn't understand that dominance, go let her be with somebody else, or let her age gracefully, or let her go get some cats. It's not your responsibility to save her. She's been with the men already who was supposed to save her. They didn't save her. She didn't put the pressure on them to save her. It's not your job to save a woman. It's your job to save you. And once you save you, you don't have the energy and focus or even the time left to try to save someone else, because once you save yourself, that's only half the battle. Once you save yourself and put yourself in the position you're supposed to be in, you got to spend that energy, or maybe even more than that, to maintain where you are. Because here's the thing, building yourself to where you want to get is a little bit easier than maintaining it, because building it takes a lot more focus, effort, energy, determination. Maintaining it simply takes peace, calm, and the ability and willingness to protect your peace. Finding peace is the battle. Protecting peace is the war. You understand me? You win the battle of life when you find peace, but you stay in the war of life, protecting your peace forever. And that's what I want you men to understand. You don't have the time to be dealing with a woman who's not automatically coming in, contributing to the peace, man. She cannot just come in and enjoy the peace. It's not her peace. She got to come in with her own peace and add her peace to the peace. She can't come in and be her life is in turmoil, and then she wants to bring it into your peace. You can't allow her to do it, because I promise you, your peace will never calm a woman's turmoil. She has to calm her own turmoil and find the foundation of peace. The foundation of peace is the absence of turmoil, the absence of chaos, the absence of mass confusion. And until that takes place, what we see in this society is going to be what it is, man. R&B music has changed because women don't respond to the same things, because women don't have the foundation of peace. They all live in chaos. Even the ones who are homebodies, they're in financial chaos. They're in familial chaos with their family members. They're in friendship chaos with their friends. They're in employee chaos with their job. They're in some type of chaos. They're in church member chaos with their church. They're in some type of chaos, brothers, and I can guarantee you that. And y'all must understand, you better be serious about protecting your peace, because allowing the wrong energy into it will show you just how fragile it is. Don't get so cocky that you think peace belongs to you and it's just gonna stay. Man, peace is everywhere. You got to grab your peace and you got to hold on to it tightly, bro. You can't even afford to hug people with both hands, because one of those hands got to stay wrapped around peace. Protect your peace, man. Don't get yourself caught up in this foolishness out here where you run around believing that every woman you meet is a potential mate, or every woman you meet is a potential source of inspiration or anything, man. Listen, bro, stop seeking inspiration from women. Stop seeking motivation from women. You understand me? You got to have all of that in place for yourself. And I promise you, young brothers, when you get that in place, you're going to view life totally differently. You're going to value yourself. You're going to value your space. You're going to value your peace. You're going to value your quiet time. And you're going to value it more than anything else. So the last thing you're ever going to want to do is allow a woman into that space who's going to damage it. Allow a woman in that space who's going to take your focus off maintaining your peace and put your focus on building her peace. That's why you can't take on a woman who's in financial hardship, bruh. You can't afford to do that. That's why you can't take on a woman, man, who has psychological issues, bro. You can't afford to do that. That's why you can't take on a woman who has emotional damage, brother. You cannot afford to do that. You have spent too much time building your life. All the struggles you went through, all the obstacles you overcame. Man, you don't have time to put that on the line for no broad. Don't do it, homies. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alphas up, Betas down. Peace.